Hi guys, today is Toothless Tuesday. Guess what? I'm gonna actually fucking post one. Because A, I got time to record one today, and B, um, I don't have to worry about my damn Wi-Fi at home that's working. But, oh man, it's Tuesday, obviously, since it's Toothless Tuesday. And I am tired. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, or if for some reason didn't keep up, I was gone all weekend. Saturday, Sunday, and then yesterday I got back. Oof, I was at Cedar Point. Had a fantastic time at Cedar Point, man. That shit was off the wall. And, I really didn't want to come back here. Having the days off, even though it was one day off, having a 3-day away from this place was so fucking good. It's like I like this job. It's not like it's the worst. I mean, it sucks, but it's not the worst job in the world. It's just really fucking beats the shit out of you. It takes a lot out of you. I'd rather just, do something I actually, fucking enjoyed all day, and then instead of going home and being like, I fucking did nothing cool all day, I just been busting my ass, making myself tired and itchy. I've been fucking itchy. I, washed my arms and my legs before I came out here because I'm fucking itchy from all the metal shavings. Oh my god, I need to stop yawning. I'm a goddamn yawn talker. It's annoying. But if I talk really loud like I'm yelling, you can almost tell that you can barely tell that I have a slur from Dentures. It's only when I talk quiet and slowly that everything starts to kind of... Well, on a side note, Saturday night, a buddy of mine, really close friend of mine, hang out with him quite often, came up to Cedar Point to hang out with me. Oh, I mean, he just went to Cedar Point in general, but knowing I was up there is one of the reasons why he decided to go. And then he just never texted me the whole time he was there, and I was like, what the fuck? And, like this right there, I don't know if you can see that. Right on the end of my, oh, there it went. Just a piece of metal. A little sliver of metal from welding and shit. And because of, and that's what's inside of my shirt and my legs and stuff making me itchy. But anyways, he never texted me the whole time he was up there, which is weird because we were supposed to hang out. And then he calls me on his way home, and he proceeds to then tell me that when he was riding the Valraven, the new one, they stop you when you're hanging straight upside down kind of thing, or straight up and down, whatever. They stop you for like 4 seconds before you go, and evidently when they stopped, his phone fell out of his pocket and fell all the way down in between the roller coaster. Obviously, he's smart. He's not dumb, so he told the people and just told them, like, hey, my phone fell inside there. They told me he had to wait until the park closed. Park closed. They went out there, got his phone for him, and it fucking worked. No cracks, no scratches, nothing. It was perfectly fine. Just fell like fucking 100-some feet into rocks and it was fine. But the only reason I have this case around my phone I actually talked about this weekend a little bit, and now I'm talking about it obviously now. But my case, I have the Defender case for an Android, and obviously quite a lot of people probably have them. They're pretty popular cases, but when you buy them, they tell you that they're supposed to like absorb falling and or like the impact, and so it saves your phone. And so he breaks every phone he ever fucking owns. So he bought the Defender's case because he asked me. He's like, dude, I know you have Android. He was a big iPhone person for a long time. he got an Android, and he was like, what case would you recommend? And I said Defender's case, because I was telling him, like, I've dropped my phone from some pretty high fucking distances, climbing up ladders and shit, and watched it fall into concrete floor, and then picked it up like 30, 40 feet drop, went all the way down, picked it up, and it was perfectly fine. So I told him, I'm like, it's probably the best case to go for, because it's meant for that. And so he bought it, and then what do you know? It fucking falls off of a roller coaster, fucking hits a bunch of rocks at the bottom, phone doesn't break, does nothing, barely touches the case and anything. And so now he's obsessed. He was like, dude, you need to really represent those fucking cases to everybody you know, because if it wasn't for you, I'm pretty sure my phone would have been shattered. And I was like, that's probably a pretty good call. But, so I did really get to talk a whole bunch about this, because I kind of forget about it, but so I was wondering when I started the whole Cedar Point adventure that my dentures were going to be any issue while I was up there, just in the sense I didn't know if they're not glued in my mouth, maybe they rattle around. If I laugh, like, ha, and, I'm afraid they're coming out. I never once had an issue. They never once, gave me a problem, like, oh my god, I almost lost my dentures, or anything like that. They didn't shatter. They stayed perfect when they needed to. I mean, they did a good job, which, I mean, no one ever told me, like, hey, when you go on to ride these roller coasters, your denture's going to come out. But this was just something I kind of just thought of, like, there's really nothing holding them in place. They're just sitting in my mouth, The top denture kind of sucks into the roof of my mouth, henceforth why it stays. But it's not like glued, it could still slide and moves around when I cough, it pops out sometimes. So, I mean, like, really, it doesn't really take a whole lot to get my dentures to come out of my mouth if I really need them and or wanted them and or accidentally had it happen. So, with that in mind, is why I was just sitting there thinking, like, well, if I am not careful, I'm not paying attention, my dentures might come out during a ride, or I might be laughing and they might be in there like bobbling around. I just had to see, and obviously it was no issue. We had no issues with my dentures accidentally coming out. They stayed in place for all rides, roller coasters or not. I don't ride roller coasters. I'm sorry for that yawn again, because I'm a yawn talker, but I rode the miniature mine car ride a bunch, roller coaster, because it's meant for like young adult children, and I'm a young adult children. That's 25. Spent a lot of time in the arcade. Rode a couple small rides that really didn't, just spin you around and shit like that. Actually spent probably $10, $15 in the arcade, and it's all in quarters. On top of that, I got a total of 250 tickets for $15 worth of quarters. And all that shit that they have in those stores that you can buy is all little toys and little things that you can get. And, to a kid, it's probably exciting as fuck. But to an adult, unless you have thousands of tickets that you can buy something big that's actually going to be worthwhile, most things you're going to get from an arcade, prize-wise, just fucking sucks. And on top of that, for whatever fucking reason, they took all the candy out. You can't win candy now, which is stupid. I played the arcade to collect tickets so I could get candy, and then I got up to the counter and realized I had 250 tickets that were going to be spent on toys because they have no candy. So what I do, I spent an hour walking around the place. Kind of creepishly, I guess. I stared at a bunch of people. I kind of watched how people acted. I watched how parents acted with their kids. I watched how some grandparents had some kids in there. Stuff like that. And it came down to the point that pretty much every kid in there was a spoiled little fucking brat that their parents were like, no, let's go. No, I want to fucking play this game. I want to win the fucking teddy bear. Blah, 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 blah. So the parents were like, okay, here's more money. Just take it. here, kids, just take my money. Just take it. And they were just taking it and spending on games and running back to mom and dad and be like, I don't have enough tickets, I need them fucking $30. So they were like, here, kids, here's more money. Here. And I was watching this one kid who was playing this game. And his grandma's like, oh, if you only get 4 more tickets, you'll have the amount you need. And then he didn't get those 4 tickets. And he was like, all let down. And his grandma was like, I'm sorry, honey, we'll have to try next time. And so they went up to the counter, and then he was sitting there all like, what am I going to spend my tickets on? So I walked up to him and said, excuse me, I'm 25 years old, and I don't need this shit. I didn't say shit, obviously, but I don't need this. So I was wondering if you would like, why is it so fucking dark in here? Today, only today. It's never like this. So I was like, here's 250 tickets. Please take them and spend them on something good. And the kid was all, oh, I got my tickets I needed. The grandma was all like, completely opposite of what I expected, actually. Well, I did this last year too. I gave my tickets away to a kid. When I gave them to this kid, my mom was all like, oh my God, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. And I'm like, it's cool. Whatever, you know. Grandma, give it to the kid. Kid's all like, oh my God, yeah, I got the tickets. Grandma looks at me and she's just like, oh, thanks. So I just turned and walked away. Like, okay. Like, I feel like she was like, oh my God, this kid's trying to fucking take my grandchild, like a fucking weird bitch. Because that's the kind of fucking face I got, was, you're gonna snatch up my child right now, which was like, no, you dumb cunt, I got you 250 tickets. I'm a nice guy. And, so that's why I was just like, okay, bye. Just left. Kid said thank you. That's all that really matters. Hey guys, I'm gonna go. Hopefully you enjoyed this Toothless Tuesday. Woo! It's been a long time coming, but it's finally came. We're going down to playing the game. You don't know what to do, but you do know that you don't like the color blue. Yeah! I have absolutely no idea what the fuck that was. That was me singing, I guess, my own song. That's the new We Hate the Color Blue song. Yeah, because everything blue in life sucks. Sucks. Actually, I love pop, but yeah. But if you like this video, guys, a like would be much appreciated. If you're new to this channel, you should subscribe. Keep up with the legendary content. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about no teeth. If you're already a part of this channel, you should share the video and show other people what awesome Toothless Tuesday is like. This right here, this is Toothless Tuesday. Why? Because I'm toothless, it's Tuesday, and you're fucking watching it. Unless it's not Tuesday when you're watching it. But this was Toothless Tuesday, and you're watching it on some other day. If it's not Tuesday, but it could be Tuesday, I'm not 100% sure. You should let me know in the comments below if you watched this on a Tuesday or not. If you didn't watch it on Tuesday, you should tell me what day you watched it on, and I should yell at you and say, why didn't you watch it on Tuesday? And you're going to be like, because I fucking do what I want. And I'm going to be like, well, fine. And you're going to be like, yeah, that's what I thought. And I'm going to be like, well, fine. You're mean. And you're going to be like, well, you're mean. And I'm going to be like, no, you're mean. And you're going to be like, no. And I'm going to, no. We're both just like, ah. Bye, guys.